You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
October surprise. Trump's rush to the Supreme Court hits a massive problem, based on an article by Sarah K. Burris. Trump turned the White House into a crime scene. The damage came first. Trump's plan to replace the White House East Wing with a giant ballroom has run into another court loss, and the reporting keeps circling the same fact. The building was already torn apart before the legal system caught up. That is the real story. The dispute is not over some abstract future project. It is over a president who acted first, demolished first, and forced everyone else into after-the-fact containment. Power belongs to the one who bulldozes. The source makes the hierarchy plain. Trump made the decision unilaterally. The courts did not. A 100-page ruling reportedly said the demolition and construction were not his decision to make, regardless of how he financed it or how he justified it. That is the core constitutional fact here. He treated public property as personal property and dared the system to undo it. The court is chasing a finished act. The legal debate in the source is already warped by Trump's tactic. The East Wing is gone, the whole remains, and the question now is what the Supreme Court can still do in a case where the physical destruction has happened. That is not normal governance. It is deliberate fait accompli politics. Create irreversible damage, then force the courts to argue over the scraps. Misdirection is the point. The article's legal framing risks softening the real offense. This is not chiefly about emergency requests, summer recess, or whether the court takes the case. Those are procedural details surrounding an act of unilateral destruction. The relevant question is who enabled the horror. Trump did by acting first. The institutional lag did the rest. And if the court ultimately declines to restore what was destroyed, that is not a neutral limitation of remedies. It is evidence that executive lawlessness can outrun accountability. Democratic institutions keep arriving late. The plaintiffs here are a national historic organization seeking to protect historic buildings. That matters because it shows how narrow the available resistance has become. Preservation groups trying to defend a national landmark from a president who behaved like a demolition contractor with the power of the state. This is what institutional cowardice looks like in practice. The machinery of review exists, but only after the damage is irreversible enough to make reversal difficult. The pattern, rule by irreversibility. Michael Steele's point lands because it describes a method, not just the insult. Trump wins by acting without permission and leaving everyone else to manage the wreckage. That is not improvisation. It is a governing style built on damage, delay, and exhaustion. The ballroom is not just a vanity project. It is a demonstration of power. Seize the space, smash the boundary, and force democratic institutions to prove they can still say no after the fact. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to AlterNat for today's article. With the Aramaic voice of Rizat, thanks for listening.